What's up, Javin here, bringing you another video. Today I'm going to be talking about some OP locations of NPCs that can help you get stacked loot and win games with a lot of kills. Running these routes will also give you a lot of confidence throughout the game because you'll have stronger weapons. And I don't know about you, but when I have strong weapons in my inventory, I just feel a lot more confident. Let's hop into it. As you can see in this first game, I land at Weather Station, and I clear out Weather Station, get looted up, and then move over to Catty and try to get a bounty. I keep getting bounties over here at Catty until I clear out everyone on this side of the map, and as I'm doing that, I upgrade my weapons. The NPC at Catty and multiple other locations on the map can allow you to upgrade weapons, and it's actually really easy to purchase weapon upgrades. Usually killing one bounty gives you enough gold to upgrade a weapon all the way to purple. So what I do is I just keep coming back to this NPC, I get bounties and I upgrade my guns. I try to upgrade my shotty all the way to purple and then my AR to purple. And yeah, you're able to get super kitted up because usually there's lots of stragglers on this side of the map. So you just clear them all out, upgrade your guns, and then you're ready to go to win the game. NPCs have low-key been slept on. Like, people get a lot of bounties, but a lot of people forget to spend their gold, and spending your gold is what gives you that stacked loot. Let's go over some of the NPCs that I like to stop at and spend my gold. Dirty Docks is a really good spot. You can get weapon upgrades from Reese and get bounties. Same with Brutus at Dirty Docks, he can give you weapon upgrades as well. Dirty Docks is insane. The only thing is you'll only have the people on that side of the map to eliminate, and if you have to get a bounty that's all the way over at like retail, it's going to take a lot of time to go all the way there and back. So I recommend landing on one of those NPCs and getting a bounty right away. That way you can leave Dirty Dock with weapon upgrades. The Reaper skin at Sweaty Sands also gives weapon upgrades. Sparkplug is at a gas station between Weeping and Slurpy, and you can get weapon upgrades there. As you saw at the start of the video, Kit has weapon upgrades at Catty Corner. Beef Boss, who is at Durr or Greasy Grove, has weapon upgrades. And then at Orchard, Tomato Head has weapon upgrades. And then Fishstick at Coral has weapon upgrades. So those are some of the most OP ones just because you can upgrade your weapons. Another OP one, especially for tournaments if you're low on movement, is the Dummy, who is north of Pleasant Park. You can get bouncers from him. And I think there was another one that had bouncers, but I might be tripping. I'm reading a list of NPCs and it says that no other ones sell bouncers, but if you guys know of one, drop it in the comments and everybody like that comment up. So anyways, what I recommend is try to build loot paths around these different NPCs. What I've been doing is I'm practicing different spots in solo arena. For example, I just started landing at Steamy and I get a bounty from the girl at Steamy over and over again, and then I rotate into Orchard and I start upgrading my guns there and then get more bounties from there. Building loot paths around NPCs that you find useful, like that have weapon upgrades or items that you really want to get, is a great way to start off a game with a plan. That way you kind of have a cycle of what you do in every single arena game. You know exactly where to go at what points in the game, and you basically know how to get stacked loot. Once you master one of these spots, you'll probably leave with stacked loot every single game. I've been practicing a lot of spots in solo arena, and no spots give me anywhere near as good of loot as these spots with the NPCs that give weapon upgrades. So I definitely recommend going to these spots trying to upgrade your weapons, and you'll go into endgame with a lot of confidence and really good weapons. And once you get those good weapons, just start getting bounties. Once you have that loot, you might as well get a bounty and start a fight. Getting a bounty can let you get the jump on the opponent, so there's really no downside to it. Once you get that good loot, just get a bounty and try to get the jump on them. Start the fight with a health advantage and you'll probably destroy. Once you decide on a spot to go to, I recommend practicing that spot over and over again until you can leave the start of the game healthy with good loot every single time. What I do in solo arena is I pick a spot, I stick to it for a while until I can win there pretty consistently, and then I move on to a new spot. I'm building a big arsenal of different spots where I feel comfortable at and I know how to rotate and all that jazz. I probably have like 20 spots mastered. So let's say Fortnite tries to take away some spots on the map again, it doesn't matter because I have so many different places already mastered. That's another thing that can help you build confidence. If you stick to one spot, you'll start to feel really comfortable there. and you'll start to build a lot of confidence. A lot of people, they just like to jump around to different spots, but what really helps me with off-spawn fighting is just picking a spot, sticking to it until I can win it every time. And now you have like so many different options. Just pick one of these NPCs and build a loot path around them. For example, you know, here I land Steamy and then I fly over to the person at Orchard. Or I land Weather and then I rotate over to the person at Catty. Or you can land on one of the NPCs at Dirty Docks, get a bounty, and then upgrade your weapons once you kill that bounty. Or same thing with Sweaty Sands. You land at the NPC at Sweaty Sands, get a bounty, and then push the other people at Sweaty and upgrade your guns. There's so many good loot paths that you can choose from. Just stick to one until you master it and then move on to another. And then if you're ever having a bad day in Arena, you can just fall back on one of the places that you already have mastered. Just land there because you already feel confident, and maybe that'll get you back on your game. There's some days where I'm trying to learn a new spot and I die off rip like 5 times in a row and I just want to get off, but then I'm like, screw it, I'm just going to go to one of the places I'm comfortable at and have a little rebound game. These spots are also really good for, you know, tournaments coming up, Duo Dream Hack, Trio FNCS. If you can just kill one bounty, you guys can get some good weapon upgrades and go into late game stacked. Or, you know, go to that NPC that sells bouncers, that could come in handy too. Especially since shockwaves and rifts are going to be taken out soon. Those are going to be one of the only possible movements. But yeah, hopefully this video helps you out. I'm just going to commentate the rest of this game, talk about what I'm doing. Leave a like and sub if you haven't already. Yeah. So anyways, as you can see, this game, I just kept coming back to this tomato head, upgrading my guns as much as I could, because I had zone and zone kept pulling to me, so I said, screw it, let's just stick close to tomato head, get bounties of people coming nearby, and just keep upgrading my guns. Eventually, somebody rolled up to my boy Tomato Head, and I wasn't going to let that happen, so I just pushed right into his face. I had a gold tack, and I just slipped into his box, so it was pretty easy. Eventually, I got a bounty that was too far away, so I ended up just basing up for a second because there was a lot going on around me, until I saw an opportunity to push somebody. As I rolled up to them, I saw they weren't really held up by too much, so I just shockwaved them out. It's super hard to grab onto the edge of the Coliseum, so they just fell to their death, easy peasy. And then as I'm rotating to zone, I didn't want to just run across the open, so I bounce her over to these shards and use those to get in. Shards are the most OP movement in the game right now. Anytime you're in a sand zone, base up on shards, because that's a free rotate to the next zone. Saw an opportunity to push this person, it didn't really work out because I got shockwaved into zone and then focus, so I just had to take a chill pill and base up and get healthy again. At this point, there's only 3 other people left, so I decided to push somebody. I just build all around myself so that I can't get third-partied, and then I try to take their wall, get it first try, and easy cleanup. Eventually, the other player dies, and it's just a 1v1. I'm trying to stay ahead in zone and just apply pressure back. If their back is on the edge of zone, I have the advantage because I know they have to come towards me. So my goal is just to stay ahead of them, and yeah, eventually I get the dub. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope some of you guys try out these new loot paths. There's so many good paths with these NPCs, and getting those weapon upgrades is a major boost to confidence. So hopefully you like this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.